Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Maria. If you're not new, welcome back. So for this week's video, I decided to sit down and just talk about my favorite songs. Some of them are my all-time favorite songs. I also decided to add a little bit of new songs that I've been really into recently. So I decided to do a list. And I know the title says 28 favorite songs. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do 28 songs. And if I end up doing 28 songs, that probably means that this video is gonna be very, very long, which I don't know if I'm gonna have the patience to edit this later. I will still leave a Spotify playlist link down below if you wanna listen to them. So let me know in the comments what are your 28 favorite songs. Actually, no, maybe not 28 either. Just what's your favorite song? To start off the list, we're gonna start with my all-time favorite song. It's called Sister Golden Hair by a band called America. America is also my all-time favorite band. They're like a indie, soft, folk, rock band. I'm pretty sure they're British, I might be wrong. But yeah, this song is very upbeat, but it has a little bit of like dark lyrics to it. Not like very dark lyrics like death or anything like that, just sad. It's basically about a song that fears commitment but loves the person and wants to be in a relationship with them. I first heard this song when I was about 4 or 5. The song is definitely in my earliest memories with my dad. His favorite band is also America. We would always play it together. This list, you're not only gonna find a lot of America, but you're also gonna find a lot of my dad's kind of songs. Second song on this list is also by America. It's called Ventura Highway. Bono, one of the band members, wrote this song inspired by Ventura Freeway in California. The thing that stood out to me to this song when I was younger was the whack lyrics that it had. Because in some parts they have lyrics like alligator lizards in the air. And back in the day that made absolutely no sense to me. But also, as I grew up, I did more research about the song, and actually, the lyrics alligator lizards in the air represent the clouds that him and his brother were watching at the side of the road when him and his family took that trip to the West Coast, which ended up inspiring the song. The third song on this playlist is very specific. So it's My Back Pages by Bob Dylan, but specifically the Live in Madison Square Garden version. For his 30th anniversary, Bob Dylan did a concert in Madison Square Garden in New York. And this version of the song includes a lot of legends like George Harrison, Eric Clapton, Tom Petty, Neil Young, and Robert McGuinn. This song also makes me think of my childhood, endless driving down to the farmhouse when I was younger. What made me fall in love with the song, honestly, was the guitar solo. The meaning of the song is basically not everything is just black and white, there's also a little bit of gray in the world. At the beginning of his career, Dylan wrote a lot of politically inspired songs, topics that were politically relevant back in those days, like military aggression, sexism, racism. So in this song, he's criticizing himself in a way because he realizes how much of a hypocrite he was to an extent. He pretty much criticizes his moral arrogance and how naive he was when he was younger. He realized that he was like a reflection, I guess you could say, of those persons who he claimed that were the enemy. It has a lot of tones of wisdom and growing older and realizing, you know, that when you're young, you don't know it all even though you think you do. I absolutely love the live version. I love the guitar. I obviously grew up listening to all of the other people that are featured in the song. Yeah, it has a lot of meaning to me, and it also makes me feel some sort of way. As I mentioned in the beginning, the guitar solo made me fall in love with the song. I absolutely love it, so if you want to go check it out, it's on the Spotify playlist that I linked down below. So for the fourth song in this playlist, we're jumping a lot of decades, because the next song is more recent. The song is Wolf in Sheep's Clothing by Set It Off. I came across this song probably about 5 years ago. A former friend of mine introduced it to me, and there's something special about the song that I can't explain. From the first time that I heard it, I fell in love with it. It makes me feel some sort of way every single time that I play it. And not only that, but every single person that I have played it to seems to feel the same way. One of those songs that I can spend 3 months without listening, and whenever I hear it again, it would hype me up. It would make me so happy. It's kind of funny because when you look at the lyrics, they're anything but happy. The song is basically about betrayal. It's about knowing someone that's extremely manipulative and they prey on your emotions and use you to boost themselves up. But obviously the beat is extremely happy, the way they perform it. There's something about it that just makes me extremely happy. I can't explain it. Now that we are in the songs that make me happy but have sad lyrics to them kind of situation, the next song is called Cara Luna by Vacilos. This song makes me very happy, putting the sad lyrics aside. It has an extremely happy beat, but woven to it, it has a lot of sad lyrics. The song follows a lot of relationships that have ended. Maybe one, we don't know that. The writer gets inspiration from this past relationships that have come to an end. So he's basically saying, you know, as long as I get inspiration from you, that's all I'm gonna be writing and singing about. And basically you're just gonna have to deal with it. And if you hear it in the station and you know that it's about you, you're just gonna have to change it and deal with it. So following Spanish songs, the next one up is Colgando en tus manos by Carlos Baute and Marta Sanchez. This song is a classic. It follows two lovers that have ended their relationship. They are still hopeful and they're like, you know, we can prove destiny wrong. Even if it separated us, we can find our way back to each other. Sing about how their love is eternal and basically loving someone that much that you put your happiness and your heart in someone else's hands, which is a very dangerous thing, but oh well, it's an amazing song. Throughout the song, they sing about little memories, like their little dates, places that they've been to, and you know, like if one wrote them poetry, or you know, cassettes that they used to buy each other, stuff like that. Wait, actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if they have broken up. I'm too lazy to look the lyrics up. In position number 7, we have Cathedral by Jump Little Children. The singer has stated that the song is basically inspired by him and his bandmates doing drugs at the steps of Cathedral. Just talked about life, God, the afterlife, very serious conversations. But for me, in a way, it talks about change, about discovery, about finding a home, discovering your place in the world, kind of. I mean, they literally say it in the song. And the next interpretation for me can vary from person to person, because obviously we don't all have the same faith and we don't all feel the same when visiting these places. It can also be how, you know, when you visit cathedrals, no matter what your faith is, you feel at home, you feel something. I personally do feel it when I visit cathedrals all over the world. I said it as if I've traveled a lot, I haven't, but the ones that I've been to do feel homey. Yeah, I really like the song, I recommend it. On position number 8, we have Two of Us by Louis Tomlinson. This song makes me feel sad when I hear it, but also very positive. The song was inspired by his mom who passed away, and the song also reminds me of my grandfather who also passed away. And it's such a beautiful song, from the lyrics to the vocals to the melody to everything. The purpose was obviously, it's a grieving song, it's a melancholic song. He's talking about someone he cared about who passed away, but he also wanted the song to have a positive message for everyone who's listening and has lost someone close to them. Honestly, he did an amazing job portraying that. On position number 9, we have Wind of Change by the band Scorpions. From lyrics to the guitar and all of the other instruments, everything I absolutely love. This song captures the zeitgeist of the immense political turbulence that was going on back in the day. It captures everything that was going on during the Cold War, but it's a hopeful song. It radiates hope, it radiates change, positive change for the future. I first heard this song when I was very young, and even from a young age, the impact that it had on me was amazing. It's definitely in my all-time favorite songs. On position number 10, we have The Famous Final Scene by Bob Seger. Obviously, the song talks about something coming to an end. I honestly can't pick a favorite lyric. Honestly, all of it. I just love it. I don't have any words to explain how much I love the song. And on position number 11 is a song that makes me extremely happy. The guitar at the beginning, to the lyrics, to the performance, to everything, it makes me so happy. It's Happily by One Direction. It was not gonna be a me video if I didn't mention One Direction at least once. And in position number 12, we have The Living Years by Mike and the Mechanics. The song is definitely down the road of songs that my dad played to me a lot when I was a kid, and it impacted me a lot. The song is basically about realizing that you have something, but realizing it too late. The song was mainly inspired by the relationship that the person had with his father. Once his father passed away, he realized how strong, how passionate, how much he needed his dad, and how many things were left unsaid. And yeah, ever since I heard the song for the first time, I tell every single person that is dear to me how much I love them every single time that I can. In position number 13, we have Mañana es para siempre de Alejandro Fernández. This is a sad song. He talks about a relationship that's already over and how life is not the same without the person. And he asks for them to recall their good memories, all of their promises. But what I like about the song the most is how it progresses. As I mentioned, it is very slow, but not that it gets super upbeat, but it definitely changes a little bit to the more uplifting side. Does that make any sense? Like after the bridge, there's an incredible electric guitar playing in the background, and the last chorus, he sings it more positive, if you want to call it like that, with more passion. It's more upbeat, which for me radiates positive energy. But yeah, it's a very beautiful song and I 110% recommend it. And then on the position 14 and 15, we have two Queen songs. The first one is Spread Your Wings. And in this song, at first, they seem to be talking to someone called Sammy, although Sammy can be anyone. This Sammy person has clearly been screwed over by life a lot. Basically encouraging him to pursue his dreams, do what he wants, spread his wings and fly away, and do what he has to do to accomplish what he wants to do. And the other Queen song is Made in Heaven. It's pretty self-explanatory as well, you know, a perfect match, as if it was made in heaven. I love everything about the song. It's funny because none of this is my favorite Queen song. My favorite Queen song is Hammer to Fall, but for some reason it's not in my top 30. I would love to hear this song live. Obviously, I can't hear Freddie sing it, but I would really love to hear Adam sing it. He has a very beautiful voice, and I'm pretty sure he would do it justice. And now that we're in the Adam Lambert topic, on position 16 is What Do You Want From Me by Adam Lambert. This song was my best friend from like 2011 to 2014. I overplayed this song. I can't explain how many times I've played it. On position 17, this might be a little controversial due to all of the allegations that he has, and I'm actually debating if I want to put it. I mean, I asked my friends on Twitter and they say that I should go ahead, but obviously put a disclaimer that I am separating the song from the artist and what he's done, you know, whether it's proven false or true. There's a separation. I am talking and supporting the song, not the artist themselves. But in position number 17, we have Heal the World by Michael Jackson. Growing up, I was a huge Michael Jackson stan. My mom was also a huge fan, so he was a very important part of my life. Again, it's self-explanatory. The song sends the message that we all have to do something to save the world, and not only to heal it, but also those who live in poverty and in dangerous places. And yeah, we need to protect the planet, we need to do everything we can. It's our home. Beautiful song. Honestly, from the first moment that I heard it, I fell in love with it. And on position 18, we have Sounds of Sunday by Radio Company. For me, in this song, they clearly talk about someone that's struggling and someone who needs to step aside from their darkness, and one day they hope to hear a sound that makes them feel at home. Now, there are speculations that this song was heavily inspired by Sam, Cass, and Dean. I feel like I should specify Radio Company, it's Jensen Ackles' band, alongside with Steven Carson. Jensen plays Dean in Supernatural. So yeah, fans think that the song was heavily influenced by Supernatural, clearly because none of them ever has a home. I mean, they have each other and they're each other's home, but the three of them, or four if we want to include Jack now, you know, all of them have a certain darkness to them. They have a past that haunts them. Hi. This is present me interrupting past me because she rambled a lot about Supernatural. Literally had like 10 minutes of me just rambling about it and connecting the song to the series. I'm just gonna go straight into the point. The song is absolutely beautiful. Lyric-wise, vocally, everything about it made me fall in love with it. So beautiful. I can't express enough how beautiful it is. But as I mentioned, I have a playlist down below if you want to go and listen to the songs that I'm talking about in this video. Which brings us to position 19, which is Drowning by Radio Company as well. Something that I really like about this song is how the instruments kind of overpower Jensen's vocals. How do I explain it? You can hear Jensen's vocals very clearly, but the guitar goes like hand in hand, like there's no difference to create that effect of drowning. Did any of that make any sense? I don't know. In position number 20, it's gonna be probably so stupid, but it's the instrumental song of Pirates of the Caribbean. If you're new here, you probably don't know this, but Pirates of the Caribbean is my favorite movie. It makes my heart lurch every time that I hear it. I can't explain it. It makes me feel something. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be in my top 28 songs. And in position 21, we have Crazy by Aerosmith. This is also very pretty straightforward. Yeah, it talks about a partner that loves playing games, that loves driving you crazy. You're here for it and you can't back down from that. I think it's definitely my favorite Aerosmith song. There's just something about it that I really love. And in position 22, we have Corner Store by Arctic Monkeys, and the song follows someone reliving a lost love. It's basically the person not being able to move on and looking for their lost love in other people. And then eventually at the end of the song, this person runs into their ex-sister-in-law, I guess you could say, sister of the person that they broke up with. He runs into her, and pretty sure that it can be assumed that they have sex or something, cause he ends up asking her, can I call you her name? And she's like, I'm not supposed to, but yeah, sure, you can call me whatever you want. It's one of the first songs, if not the first song, that I heard from Arctic Monkeys, and I was gone for it the moment that I heard it. Don't ask me why, I have no idea, I just really loved it. Position 23, we have Hijo de Hombre by Phil Collins. The song is from the movie Tarzan, and they play along the scene when he's clearly struggling to fit in the jungle world. Its main message is, you know, continue to fight, be perseverant, you're gonna accomplish what you want. And the only thing that I gotta add to this is the best Spanish Disney song. Don't even try to fight me, because you're gonna lose. And then on position 24, we have Road to Nowhere by Ozzy Osbourne. This is also my favorite Ozzy Osbourne song, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the first songs that I heard from him. And it talks about moving forwards from past mistakes. The song itself can be divided in 3 different parts. The first part can be Ozzy pondering over his past mistakes, and the second part is him embracing those mistakes, building a wall around himself and being like, this is who I am, this is all I've always been able to do, mistake after mistake. He cannot let them go. But then at the end, we see him releasing those mistakes and realizing that without them, he wouldn't be the person he is today. He wouldn't have improved as much as he has. He can't erase the past, he can't erase what he's done, but he can improve and he could do better. That seems to be a recurring tone in all of these songs, you know. A lot of letting go of things, fight on, don't give up, always keep fighting kind of thing. Which, I mean, makes all the sense in the world. But going back to Love, in position 25 is one of my all-time favorite songs, and it's called How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees. It's one of those songs that my dad played for me since I was a little kid, so obviously I grew up listening to the Bee Gees, and I feel like this is a very basic song to pick from them, but it just stuck with me since I was a little kid, and it's still here, so it's clearly a good song. Then this next song, I feel like it's also a very basic song to pick from this artist. Again, my dad is a huge fan of Frank Sinatra, but My Way always stuck with me. And in this song, he's pretty much looking back on his life and feeling pretty accomplished and happy with that. And like, obviously he had bad times, but he overcame them, and he feels pretty satisfied about it. All of these songs have stuck with me since I was a little kid, and I knew nothing about life, yet I seem to cling to the most, I don't know if meaningful is the word, but they seem to have to do a lot with life. What can I say? Little Me was a smart one. And on position 27, we have Towers by Little Mix. This one's also very funny because Towers is not my favorite song by Little Mix, It certainly is one of my favorites. If anything, I guess I could put it in position number 2. Madhouse is always gonna be the one. This song follows a relationship when one side is extremely taken for granted, the other side it's always kind of absent. It follows that unhealthy relationship that has that never-ending cycle. Sounds pretty familiar to me if you ask me. I'm keeping that in, I don't care. They probably don't even know this channel exists and they would probably agree with me. This has been my favorite song from Salud ever since Salud came out. But yeah, the vocals, the performance, the high notes, everything from this song, it's completely outstanding. If you've never heard the song live, I strongly recommend you do. And on the last position, we have Corazón Espinal by Maná and Carlos Santana. Yeah, I feel like this is a very basic song to pick from them as well. I'm pretty sure Santana fans out there have 1,000 better songs that they think is better than Corazón Espinal, but I personally love this one. It's Latin rock, and even though they sing about getting their heart broken and not being able to forget about that person, the song has a very happy note to it, which is what I love, you know, like they sing about sadness, but the beat is great, so dance to it, you know? And don't get me started on that guitar solo, it's amazing. And very quickly, I'm gonna add one extra song, just because it's my favorite song at this very moment, and I can't stop listening to it. It has honestly taken over my life. It's called Estar Contigo by Dennis Fernando. The song is the theme song for the telenovela that I'm currently watching, Sin Seno Si Hay Paraíso, and it makes me so happy. There are no words to explain how happy this song makes me. From the first moment that I heard it, I was hooked, I was in love. It makes me so happy. I feel like I've said it 100 times already, but it just does. I'm also gonna add it to the playlist so you're able to hear it. I'm gonna stop this here because I'm pretty sure that I have over an hour and a half of footage and I'm not gonna have fun editing, I already know it. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below, what are your favorite songs? It can be your all-time favorite song or your favorite song at the moment, you choose, and I'll go check it out. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please consider sticking around and subscribing. I'm gonna leave my social media links in the description box down below if you wanna come and say hi. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I shall see you in the next video.